Championship continues today in Group B. Trinidad and Tobago taking on Panama. This is the second game in as many days for both of these two teams. And both had to go the distance to penalties yesterday to settle their opening games, as Panama was able to come from behind and beat the Bahamas, and Trinidad and Tobago lost to Team USA. Here are those results from yesterday. Interestingly enough, each ended in regulation in a 2-2 tie, and both unable to be resolved in the overtime period, so it went to penalties, and the U.S. with a demonstrative win over Trinidad and Tobago. Much closer, though, in terms of Panama and their win over the Bahamas in the penalty shootout. So the U.S. and Panama with their one win from their opening games, and Panama now trying to take their next step with a second victory in as many days here in Nassau. So it's a matchup against Trinidad and Tobago, the second of 3 group stage games for each team. It's the top 2 teams from every group that advance on to single elimination, and that'll be the semifinals coming up on Saturday before the final and third place game on Sunday. So if Panama can make it 2 wins in as many days, it looks like they would be joining most likely the U.S. in the semifinal round coming up this weekend. So again, it's Panama, Trinidad and Tobago from the Malcom Park Beach Soccer Facility in Nassau on a sunny and warm early March day here in the Caribbean.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the national teams of Trinidad and Tobago and Panama. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago, followed by the national anthem of Panama. starting lineup for this game. For Trinidad and Tobago, number 1, Gray.
And now time for a look at the starting lineups for each side, as well as the meeting of the captains with the officials at the middle of the pitch. Trinidad and Tobago wearing the red today. Panama is in the white under blue skies in the Bahamas. This venue hosting this competition on multiple occasions over the years, and also serving as a qualifier for the upcoming Beach Soccer World Cup in May in the Seychelles Islands. And here is what we will see for Trinidad, as Jesse Bailey is the captain, Jabari Gray in goal, for Chad Apo, who is the head coach. Kevin Woodley is one of the veterans and one of the oldest players in this competition, has the height, the technical ability that we've seen time and time again at this event over the years, and he is a central figure in what they are able to do offensively on the sand. Meantime, Panama gathering as a group, but we'll get a look at their starting lineup after the captains meet with the officials. And it's all led by referee Fernando Calvillo of Guatemala. Alberto Kelly, the defender. In white there is the captain for Panama. And for the Panamanians, Angel Williams is the manager. As I noted, Kelly is the captain. Juan Loaizo is in goal here. Alfonso McKenzie was the best player for them yesterday and scored the decisive penalty to get them the win. And it is Loaiza who is replacing Londoño, who was the starting keeper yesterday for Trinidad and Tobago. Jabari Gray is the starting keeper for the second day in a row. He was also in goal in the loss to the U.S. yesterday. So Loaizo getting his first start in the first 2 games here this afternoon.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Day 2 and match 2 for each side in Group B here at the Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. Panama looking to make it 2 wins in 2 days, while Trinidad and Tobago looking to get their first win of the competition and also keep their hopes alive to advance to single elimination semifinal play on Saturday. And Panama trying to book their place in the Final Four. So much at stake at this event, not just a title of CONCACAF Beach Soccer Champion, but also a place in the upcoming World Cup in May. That'll go to the 2 teams that make the final on Sunday. The top 2 teams automatically get the 2 qualifying spots from this CONCACAF region at the World Cup in the Seychelles. And there's just 2 groups, 8 teams, Group A and Group B. The top 2 teams from each group after round-robin play over the first 3 days are the 4 that make it to the semifinal round. Here is Panama attacking early. And this is a team that is very dynamic, very quick. They play from the back to the front very swiftly. Not a lot of time spent in possession, methodically playing it around the sand. They like to strike quickly. And now they'll have the first corner of the match here. Chip towards the far post and headed out. The shadows, because of the time of day and because of the sunshine, making it somewhat tricky at one end of the pitch here with the stands and also the light standards that are providing those shadows. So visibility with the ball in the air so much could be somewhat difficult, and so much of this beach soccer competition is spent playing the ball through the air. Unlike traditional soccer where you play it more often on the ground, the ball will be kept in the air either through the keeper and clearances or through players, just like we see right here, just trying to chip it, lob it, volley it between each other and not take chances with the types of inconsistent bounces you might get on the sand, like just right there. Now Panama trying to set something up here in the final third. And the scissors kick is missed by Rodney Ramos. A lot of bicycle kicks, scissors kicks, volleys. More often than not, that's the way you score in this beach competition. That'll be played long and out. Oh, a tremendous scissors kick at the other end. The first real shot from Trinidad, and it goes off the top of the bar. An excellent shot from Kevin Woodley. We talked about him in the open, and he shows his skill right there. He just froze the keeper, Juan Loaiza. That would have been a sensational strike for the first goal of the game, but the most dangerous play so far, as Trinidad almost took what would have been their first lead of this tournament. They never led in the game against the U.S. yesterday, even though they wound up in a 2-2 tie and it went all the way to penalties. Same can be said for the Bahamas in their game against Panama. Panama actually went down 2-0 at one point early on. They came back to tie it at 2 late. Also had a chance to win it in regulation and in overtime before it wound up in penalties in the end. And that's just a silly foul there on Alessir Garcia of Panama. And the thing about the free kicks after infractions in beach soccer, it's a direct shot. No bodies can be in the way, no matter where they are in the pitch. Whoever's fouled gets to take a shot right like this without obstruction. One keeper to another in this case. So hard to score like that, though, from one end to the other. And there's an overhead kick, and what a shot, what a goal. Alessir Garcia gets the scoring started for Panama. A terrific strike. We had mentioned it just a moment ago. So many of those shots and chances come from the scissors, the bicycle kicks, just those acrobatic volleys. Watch this, the one-timer over his head, and he bounces it right past Jabari Gray. A tremendous opening goal by Garcia, and Panama has their first lead of this tournament. Even though they've already won a game, this is the first time they've actually led during the course of a game. It's going to be headed out for a corner kick. Line drive, batted away. And now a chance. Oh, it could have been a breakaway. And that's one of the issues you see in beach volleyball. Sometimes players overrun the ball. It gets stuck in the sand. It's just not as straightforward and clear-cut as running on turf. Might seem like you have a tremendous chance and then trying to dribble the ball or play it forward. Watch what happens. Now the foul was called, though, so didn't really matter in the end. So a free kick for Trinidad. This is going to be Jason Joseph, who's going to fire it right on the keeper, Loaiza, who knocks it down and out of play. Throw in, back post, and Trinidad and Tobago come right back and level this match at 1 apiece. Joseph just off the bench and into the game. And here we are, not quite one half through the first period of play, and we're tied at 1. opponent. Panama, though, striking right back, and in a span of just about 3 minutes, we've had 3 goals. So Panama with McKenzie, who had the decisive penalty yesterday, plus the opening goal for Panama. He gets his second goal in the run of play over the first 2 days, just beating his man here, and then sidestepping another before unleashing this shot that finds the corner. And through traffic, too. I don't think the keeper ever saw it. Bounced through traffic and all the way out for a throw-in. Panama, a one-time winner of this event. Trinidad and Tobago have never won. Mexico has won the most titles with 4. The U.S. is next with 3, and they're the defending champions as well. Long outlet throw here. Come up on the midpoint of this first period. This game's divided into 3 periods of 12 minutes apiece. Here is McKenzie lining up, fakes the shot, keeper comes out. Not much he could do with it. And now Trinidad, a deflected shot. And oh, that's a good reaction from Loaiza in goal for Panama. That's something that's dangerous for the keepers, that ball that bounces up right in front of them, and it's the unpredictable nature of the bounces in the sand, kind of like an infielder in baseball. You don't know necessarily if you're going to bad hop. Yeah, keepers have to be on guard at all times. And there's a shot that just trickles wide from Woodley. Deep bicycle kick and really a low percentage shot. Hard to do much from that far out. Trinidad trying to come back. Jabari Gray comes out and snags that one. Loops it down the line. Kareem Perry gets it blocked out for a corner kick. And a bicycle coming, and never made clean contact. That was Woodley. Tried to go up for it. Bicycle kick's a little easier to execute on the sand, knowing you have that cushion to fall on, than on a hard grass surface or even turf. Long throw, and Panama intercepts. Got a whistle here, and we're going to get a free kick. And the foul on Trinidad as Kareem Perry took down Alberto Kelly. So a free kick still from distance, so in order to score here, you just have to be so precise and hit it with such pace, because the goals just aren't that big. Panama trying to play quickly, but McKenzie couldn't control it. Now Trinidad tries to answer back. Perry had it taken away. McKenzie, long shot. That's the quick strike ability of this team from Panama. They can hit from distance. A lot of guys with a lot of power. Played up into the air. And 2 players down, 1 for each team here. Oh, and a red card. That is going to be a straight red card on Alberto Kelly, it looks like, the captain for Panama. His foot going right into Gregory. Gregory, who had 2 goals yesterday in the win for Panama. So, Captain Kelly is out. Gregory still being dealt with here by the physio. Gregory has to hobble over to the sideline. Now McKenzie trying to plead the case, but it's not going to work here in his favor. Gregory's still down. He's out of play. Get a penalty here. And again, Captain Alberto Kelly has been sent off with a red card. Woodley is going to have a penalty strike to put Panama down a goal. And he's able to blast it home. So Woodley scores, and Trinidad and Tobago take the lead here. Or I should say tie it up at 2 apiece now. Well taken penalty. Placed in the corner with pace. So Trinidad and Tobago hanging tough here. Still only in the first period. Already 4 goals between these 2 teams. Knockdown, long shot, not missed by a whole lot. Off the corner kick and the volley, and boy, I tell you what, that is as quality a strike as you are ever going to see. McKenzie from distance, way out, what a goal. Maybe the goal of the competition so far. His second of the day. He has multiple goals over the first 2 days, and Panama bounced back with authority. Somehow just sneaks in over the head of Hospitalis. I mean, that barely had any room to clear under the bar. And Trinidad, it seemed like things were starting to trend their way. You had the red card on Panama. They just scored on the penalty shot, but that's been one of the primary themes of this first period is the fact that when one team scores, the other comes right back and answers within a minute or so. We've seen that multiple times now. Something else you might notice, even though that Kelly has been sent off with a red card, one of the distinctions between beach soccer and traditional soccer is that the team does not go a man down. They can still replace him on the pitch. But he is lost for the game. No foul called here. And it's cleared away by Panama. Loading it up for Trinidad, Jordan Riley. Riley again trying to control it, laid off for Woodley. They couldn't connect. Some fresh bodies coming on for Panama. Half a minute left to go in the first period. Long throw, and the keeper has it. Loaiza will play short with it. Maybe a chance for one more offensive opportunity here. Long shot, headed clear. That'll bring us to the end of a pretty entertaining first period here in this second Group B game for both Panama and Trinidad. 5 goals in the first 12 minutes. McKenzie with multiple goals, including a highlight reel goal. We had a red card, a man sent off, and we're just a third of the way through it with Panama leading Trinidad and Tobago 3-2. A lot of highlights from that opening period.
are committed to elevating youth and unlocking opportunities to grow football at every level of the game in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean, while focusing on VIF's 4 sponsorship pillars: inclusivity, sustainability, youth, and technology.
So Panama will get things started in period number 2 here in Nassau. They have made by Jabari Gray for Trinidad. They'll play it long. Curled across. Woodley coming on. Turned out to be dangerous for his second of the match after scoring on the penalty in the first period. Headed clear. Now Trinidad looking for a numerical advantage here, but Panama is so good defensively, getting back, recovering just like that, and then they turn defense into offense with their transition ability and their counter attacking acumen. Oh, but that's kind of an errant pass back to the keeper. Daniel back in goal now for Panama, replacing Loaiza, starting here now at the beginning of the second period. Whistle blew back in midfield, so it's going to be a free kick. Woodley lining this up for Trinidad. Right at midfield. Missed by a whole lot. Oh boy, that was a close encounter. At the scissors kick attempted by Rafael Garcia, and Jabari Gray coming out at the same time from his goal for Trinidad. There's a shot that comes in on Gray, and he has to knock it aside. Pretty good effort from Anderson Peters. Now a free kick for Panama. Jose Escobar. Don't end up doing much with it in the end. Trying to set up for the bicycle, but couldn't actually pull it off. And a shot didn't get through traffic, but then off the post on the half bicycle chance. One of the unique things about the sport, sometimes it looks like a broken play or something that gets busted up, and all of a sudden you get a scoring opportunity out of it that quickly develops. Lobbed ahead, and Gray has it. be a corner kick. Or not a throw-in, I should say. Gray plays it long. Shot by Panama. Garcia, that shot, looking for his second goal of the game. He scored the opener back in the first. Played out, belong to Trinidad. Bicycle kick misses. Very well off target. Tempo has settled down somewhat. A little more frantic back in that first period. We saw 5 goals, but still looking for our first of period number 2. Chance for Trinidad, back post. Oh, somehow it doesn't go in. Played across the face of the goal without the keeper there to defend. Panama catches a break, and now they hit on the counter here. Now maybe taking too much time. McKenzie, play kind of just died. Looked like they had a chance to work with more numbers up the pitch. They didn't take advantage of that scenario. Watch again what happened here. Joseph curls it across. I mean, I have no idea how Shane Hospitalis had that one go off his leg but not in the goal. I mean, it was almost easier to go into the goal than the way it did, which was back the other direction. I mean, if he just gets any other part of his body on it, it just naturally deflects in, but somehow it caromed off his leg and it served more as a defensive play. Ray on the long distribution. Now Perry trying to spin. Long shot from Panama. There's a shot from Trinidad, saved nicely by Londoño, who again came in to start this second period, replacing the starter Juan Loaiza. Bicycle kick overhead. Good stop. Londoño. A tricky ball that made contact with the sand right as it came in on him. Trinidad again, though, putting on the pressure. Williams misses everything. Headed down and out. Oh, and that's a terrific shot, then an even better save by Jabari Gray. Londoño almost had a goal from back near his own goal. Now the keeper firing this, it was dipping. know if it would have hit the crossbar, but Gray had to go up and make the stop anyway. Now McKenzie with it. Shot right on. Ladano makes the stop. McKenzie stalling. Trinidad take it away. Look at the three Panamanian players coming back defensively to converge. Panama definitely the quicker of the two sides here. Saved by Ladano. Belongs to Trinidad. Oh, good move and a terrific save made by Jabari Gray. The shot coming in from Rafael Garcia. Crafty move by Garcia. Jabari Gray has been very good in goal. Too much on the outlet.
Very competitive. Panama had 1 point. The US had 1 point. Trinidad and the Bahamas had 0 points.
Trinidad searching for an opportunity on bicycle. Try to catch the keeper out of the goal, but not even close. McKenzie lines it up. Shot blocked, but he got it back. Taken down, no call though. Final minute of the second period. Gray, long distribution. Trinidad has numbers. And a terrific stop by Ladano, who had to come out and make that play on Cespedes. Headed down, and a goal for Trinidad in the last minute of the second period, and his second of the game, Kevin Woodley. The header and the goal to tie this game at 3. The first goal of this second period. Coming in the final minute of the frame, Woodley going up top and gets a fortuitous bounce on the sand as he headed that one over the top of Del Rosario. So Woodley has a goal in each period. And after 5 goals in the first, we get our first in the second, with just 46.6 left to go. So we are tied at 3 here in the Bahamas. McKenzie, a long shot right out. The restart. Panama in the final seconds with one last opportunity. Jabari Gray makes the stop. And that'll take us to the end of the period. The only goal belonging to Kevin Woodley in the final minute, the header to tie this game at 3. So 3 goals apiece as we head to the third in Nassau.
The dancers of the Beach Soccer Dancing Group. Give a big round of applause.
All right, the third period about to begin in a 3-3 game. Second game for each team in Group B in the round robin play. Woodley the shot. Well, what kind of a final period are we going to get? We had 5 goals in the first, just 1 in the second that didn't come until the final minute. Trinidad in a game they have to stay alive to advance to the Final Four. And for Panama, they'd like to book their spot in the semifinal round after getting a win in penalties over the Bahamas yesterday, while Trinidad lost to the U.S. That one is knocked out for a corner kick. Going to penalties yesterday, it was Trinidad losing to the U.S., while Panama beat the Bahamas. Both of those games ended in 2-2 draws. No one scoring in the overtime period, so it was settled in a penalty shootout for each game. unable to be kept in by Trinidad. Jesse Bailey, the captain. Kind of a quiet game for him. Gray volleys it ahead. Now Panama trying to create a 2-on-1, but Trinidad gets back. Down. Another chance for Panama. It missed by a whole lot there. Good shot by Rodney Ramos. Woodley lining it up. That's the one difference in beach volleyball too. You can see the bicycle kick or the scissors kick coming so far away that the defender can kind of set up his defensive posture to kind of leap and get in the way to block it. A couple of players colliding and going down.
At this time, take note of the substitutions in the final third. How quick it has to be, and how many substitutions there are to go. Quickness will be the key to this. Both teams at draw level. They have just over 9.5 minutes left in this final third. As I said, place in the World Cup. Seychelles is not a bad thing to play for. I'm going to take the time to do a bit of shout out to various people. The hard work you do is taking throughout the country. The ball boys, the ball girls, our wonderful security people, keeping all the bad guys out, the police and the great goals. So a big thank you to them. And of course our broadcasting people did a great job.
So a free kick coming up.
Finally,
Player still being dealt with down near the corner flag.
A little shout out. A big shout out to our referees. Without them, these tournaments would not take place. So thanks, Rex. And a reminder that the final game of today's program will be the Bahamas.
So it's going to be Jason Joseph here. Typically, the player who's fouled has to take the free kick. The exception is when the player is injured and has to come out of the game, then another player can take it in his place. Headed up by McKenzie. Spinning. Gregory. Two players on him though for Panama. Panama comes away with it. Now McKenzie. Really couldn't control it. Got hit from behind. Bounces back up. Played out by Trinidad. Jabari Gray will handle it. Play on. Panama looking for an opportunity here. And Gray comes out and dives on it instead. He'll just take it from his keeper. And a shot just over the bar. Quickly comes in. And Jabari Gray is there to make the stop. He's been terrific here in this game. Corner kick though for Panama. Kevin Delmar. Londoño throws long. Gray knocks it away. Another corner kick coming up. Escobar lobs it in, right to Gray. Here's Woodley, using his size to his advantage. Here's a corner kick for Trinidad. And Londoño moving his leg. Woodley heads it over the top. Panama taking a lot of shots from out high. Now Panama intercepts this. McKenzie. Woodley coming from behind him. And he will get the foul. So a free kick coming up for McKenzie for Panama, and a yellow card to Kevin Woodley of Trinidad. McKenzie lining it up. Still kind of far out though. It's hard to make a legitimate shot on goal or a legitimate scoring opportunity. He had the decisive penalty in the win yesterday. Gray makes the stop here. He'll get another crack at it, and he scores! On the rebound, McKenzie fires it home. And how about that celebration? He was waiting for that one. The shades with the coaches in the stands. It wasn't the initial strike, it was on the rebound where he converted. So for McKenzie, that's two games with multiple goals here. Right through the legs of Jabari Gray.
So 5 minutes, 1 goal separates the team.
So now 5 minutes left to go here in this third period. And Panama once again out front 4-3. 7 goals in this game. But Trinidad has never led. It's always been Panama scoring and Trinidad responding. On many occasions, they've scored about a minute or so after Panama has. The exception being their coming in the second period that came in the final minute after no one had scored throughout the entirety of that period up until that point. Panama looking for a little insurance here. For Escobar. Taken away by Trinidad. Oh, what a shot and what a save by Londoño. He concedes the corner, but boy, oh boy. That might have been the save of the game right there for Panama. Wow. Perry on the bicycle kick. Got in behind the defense for Panama. That is anywhere but right at the keeper. That's a goal. Playing long, Gray comes out and finally covers up. Be a free keeper. The keeper, Jabari Gray, is going to line it up from deep in his own end with just over 3 minutes left to go. Ball rattling around. Panama trying to clear. Trinidad able to take it away, and almost a huge opportunity. Boy, oh boy. Panama flat-footed defensively. Gregory. Solid chance there to tie this game. Long. A bit too long. Trinidad looking for the foul. McKenzie waiting for support. He'll flip it far side, and the save by Gray. Would be a game-saving stop. That would have put Panama up by 2 with 2 minutes to go. On the corner. Back post, headed in! And that could be the clincher for Panama. As they go up by 2, the goal scored by Rodney Ramos, his first of the game. And Panama now leading by 2 with under 2 left to go in this game. Perfectly placed corner and header. And now Panama, with surely a lead they cannot relinquish at this point. First time that they have led by 2 in the first 2 games, and the first time that Trinidad has trailed by more than 1 goal. Puts it ahead. Time running short on Trinidad now. Have to take some chances. Down by 2. Closing in the final minute. So Panama with a win here will be able to look ahead towards the semifinals on Saturday. Top 2 teams from every group after the round robin play then move on to single elimination, and that's the semis on Saturday for the right to play in the title game on Sunday. And for Panama, this would be 2 wins from 2 games. Had to go to penalties to beat the Bahamas yesterday, but it looks like they're going to win in regulation today over Trinidad. Final 10 seconds. This is going to be the second loss in as many games for Trinidad and Tobago. Final shot is blocked, and Panama gets the victory. 5-3 the final. Panama, 2 wins and no losses in their first 2 games, and no wins and 2 losses for Trinidad and Tobago, with 1 game left to play in Group B, as the final today in the Bahamas is Panama 5 and Trinidad 3.
Let's give these teams a big round of applause, please, guys. Want to say goalkeepers, Barry Ray and Londonio, fabulous game. Well done, guys. In between time, the next game, the Bahamas versus the US. And we'll start in roughly an hour's time, so it's time to enjoy the...
Here are the highlights from this one today. Many of them came back in the opening period, and we had 5 total goals. Shot from Woodley that hit the bar, a very acrobatic effort. And the first goal was a dandy from Panama here. Garcia on the running volley, the bicycle, as he was moving across side to side when he scored that one. Then back post, Trinidad about a minute later was able to answer. Gregory on the goal. Action-packed opening frame. And McKenzie made a couple of nice moves around the few defenders before he blasted one into the back of the net as Panama retook the lead 2-1. And then a red card on the captain, Alberto Kelly, allowed this penalty for Woodley. Buried it in the back of the net, and once again we were tied. Then off the corner, this one, this shot somehow makes contact with the defender, bounces up and then down under the bar. McKenzie gets the goal. He had a multi-goal game here. Second period, keepers actually the header, the final minute of the game at 3. So it would be 3-all into the final period. McKenzie off the free kick. The initial shot is stopped. He gets his own rebound and scores what turns out to be the game winner. They would add an insurance here late. The header off the corner to make it 5-3, and that would be the final. So, Panama now, 2 wins in 2 games. Trinidad 2 losses from 2 games, each with 1 more game to go. As Trinidad will face the Bahamas, and Panama takes on the United States to round off group play. But the U.S. and Panama, the 2 teams at the top of Group B. The U.S. and the Bahamas play next here, so the U.S. a chance with another win to keep pace and maintain at least a share of first place in Group B with 1 game left to go. So it's the U.S. and the Bahamas coming up next. Here it's Panama over Trinidad and Tobago, as we say so long for now from the Bahamas.